Hello, hello, and welcome back as I prepare to dive exposure down in a mine I stupidly trapped myself inside. In Perfidious, Pete plays the vanishing of Ethan Carter. So yeah, Paul Prospero, I'm beginning to think that though he may be the world's greatest psychic detective, he is also simultaneously the world's shittiest actual detective. Sort of a, like, flowers for Algernon kind of feel that I'm getting from Prospero here, in so much that if it weren't for his supernatural abilities to talk to the dead, see images of the dead, and basically have ghosts solve crimes for him, Paul Prospero, he would never close a case. You know what? I'm tripping on the idea here, and now I'm thinking this would maybe make like a fantastic Netflix original series. It's like a half-hour, I want to say comedy drama, sort of a Magnum P.I. meets Forrest Gump kind of thing. Paul Prospero, world's greatest psychic detective and actual shittiest detective, shows up at a crime scene, makes all the wrong assumptions about what has happened, and then the rest of the episode is just like a really frustrated, exasperated, weary ghost trying to explain to the idiot how he can solve their murder so that the ghost can move on to the next life and go on with what comes beyond this mortal realm. Like, let's say, in the episode, The Quick Stop Caper, Paul Prospero shows up at a gas station where there's a dead guy sprawled behind the counter next to an open cash register with all the money missing. Guy behind the counter, very clearly dead, bullet hole to the top of the dome, brains blown all over the wall behind him, and Prospero's immediate assumption is that the guy was poisoned by his wife, who was having an affair. So then the next, like, let's say, that opening scene probably takes 4 minutes average, a half hour, is going to be about, like 27 minutes roughly of actual, there's like 24 and a half minutes of actual footage. So you get 4 minutes to set up, and then the next 20 is just like a ghost wandering around explaining to Prospero why he's an idiot and why everything that he has assumed is incorrect. It's like they take him to the library and get the unabridged dictionary and show him the definition of the word poison. Then he takes him to a firing range and demonstrates how guns work. And finally, they just take him to the crack house where the guy who robbed the gas station / liquor store is smoking crack. I mean, the guy's high out of his mind. And finally, the ghost gets so frustrated, he just possesses Paul Prospero's body, tricks the killer into shooting himself with his own gun in a drugged-out stupor, and then finally, gleefully, leaves to pass beyond this mortal coil and ascend to whatever nirvana awaits him in the afterlife. And meanwhile, Paul Prospero gets to take all the credit because he's just there at the crime scene where they're like, this is the gun that killed him. Excellent work, Prospero. And he's like, well, you know me. Paul Prospero strikes again. Another case successfully solved. Sad thing is, pretty sure I would watch that show. We get some kind of elevator and or lift here. Can we use this? Yes, we can. It's very clearly, it's labeled down. I appreciate the clear labeling, but, you know, honestly, I kind of want to walk. Or do I not have a choice? Okay, then. Railroad plot gonna railroad. All right. You know, my Ethan Carter paradigm, I'm a bit of a wanderer. I'm a rambler, a gambler, a rambling man. I like to go to take a Laura and Elena style, the road less traveled, so that I can rip off a Robert Frost poem that I have completely misunderstood. And then turned into a terrible, terrible country song about boots. Sort of my meta. Also, Prospero, why are we going deeper into the mine here, buddy? Just a little bit of a curiosity, pal, but is there a reason you have chosen to try and escape this mine that you have trapped yourself inside by plumbing its depths and going down deeper? Also, you know, there's some weird extraplanar entity called the Sleeper who tried to convince a young boy's entire family to kill himself, and call me crazy, this seems like the sort of environment that hideous elder abomination known as the Boneless One who keeps company with the Sleeper and she of the many maud mouths. This seems exactly like the kind of place where either they would set up shop or the cult that is trying to bring them onto this plane would set up shop. I know you're the world's greatest psychic detective and simultaneously the world's shittiest actual detective, but when it comes to like a fist fight with a blood-maddened cultist, how are you then? Like, okay? Good? Bad? Any self-defense courses? Will a ghost appear and just like push you out of the way of the cultist with an on-rushing knife, and then they trip over a rock and fall onto themselves, and you're like, ha-ha! Paul Prospero strikes again! The case of the killer cultist has now been successfully solved. Man, I'm good at my job. So this cave is really not very interesting at all. I mean, it's just a cave. Also, what were they mining? I hate it when video games do this, and I've actually kind of been enjoying the Vanishing Ethan Carter. I think it's a pretty good game. But, you know, I'm prone to fire shots, even games I like, when they do something stupid, and this is just a general video game trope. I mean, Ethan Carter's capitalizing on it here, but I'm more firing shots in general than specifically at Ethan Carter. But what is it about video games where you're always in a mine of some variety, but it's never actually clear what the fuck they were mining or why this mine was built? People don't just dig mines to nowhere. Nobody came down here and blasted and dug out all this rock and then hauled it out of a mountainside for nothing. We should be seeing like veins of some kind of ore. It could be copper or, you know, I mean, it doesn't even have to be something good. It could have been, this could be a garnet mine for all I care, and they took everything out of here and made it into sandpaper. Who gives a shit? It's just, there's got to be something down here that justifies the presence of a mine. You don't build a giant mine like this for no fucking reason. What are they mining down here? Bituminous coal? Fine. Just, you know how you can tip me off to that? Just have there be a cartload of coal sitting around somewhere, and I go, oh, there's a fucking coal mine. These guys were down here mining coal. Got it. I'm on board. What do they mine down here, though? Nobody mines with pickaxes either. What is this, 1916? Yeah, there's a pickaxe rack. It's an empty slot, so there's a missing pickaxe. Where is it? Seems to be over in this region. What do we got? This is our strangest portal to another dimension yet. It's literally nothing. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're supposed to go find the pickaxe. It's going to be kind of hard since our insight portal showed us a giant gaping hole to nowhere. Sometimes I guess what happens... That's the season finale of Paul Prospero, though. Now on Netflix, by the way. That's the season finale, though. Paul Prospero is tasked with solving the murder of a ghost who's as stupid as he is. What do we got over here? I mean, this looks inspectable. Are you inspectable? Of course you are. Nope, you're actually just an elevator that goes up. Wait. We didn't come in over here, though. That was underwater. Oh, there's a dead man in there. Probably the guy who got killed with the axe. Let's inspect him, I guess. Lock is broken from the outside, so somebody trapped him in here and drowned him. Wait, we got to do the Paul Prospero thing. This guy did not die of drowning. This man was shot by the police. This is a police brutality homicide right here. And somebody threw, oh, it's actually a woman. I think this is Ethan Carter's mother. Somebody a policeman shot our mom on a routine traffic stop and then threw her down this well to hide the body. This is exactly what happened. So we got a gigantic portal of vision, and now we simultaneously have a vision of absolutely nothing at all. So clearly there's some more inspecting to be done. So we found Ethan's dead mom. She somehow wound up at the bottom of a well. It's probably a massive conspiracy. This area seemed to suggest, like, we're basically looking for a giant nothing in a shadow. So, like, the pickaxe is going to be over here, maybe? Now, this is actually too well lit. Why are there are actually switching rails? This is a really elaborate, whatever it is, kind of mine. We don't know what they're mining here, but they sure do seem to extract a lot of it. Oh, actually, this is going to be the place where the pickaxe is. It's going to be somewhere in this, because this is like the darkened hole. Also, just out of curiosity, how the fuck am I supposed to find anything down here? This is a pitch black pit. I bet the footage looks fantastic, too, by the way. This is really going to translate to YouTube well. You guys are going to... Yep, it's going to be beautiful. I will try and crank the gamma up a little bit on this so that you can see, you know, anything at all. What do we got going down here? Nothing, whole lot of nothing. Yes, the dark is very atmospheric, Paul Prospero. I appreciate what you're trying to do in setting the mood here, but maybe let me be able to actually see the thing I'm supposed to find rather than just make me stumble around in a hole like an asshole. Get it? Stumble around like an asshole. wasn't even funny and it wasn't even supposed to be a joke. I'm just really tired. So down we go then. By the way, if we were like 1 floor up and 5 feet below where we were 1 floor up was filled with water, how come this too is not submerged? Should this not also be underwater? Shouldn't they have dug into the water table or something at this point? We should be like under the lake. Oh, this is a really dark hole. Is there a pickaxe down here? Nope. This is just a giant tunnel to nowhere. Thought that was a bucket. Actually, just another rock. Still no signs of any ore or other valuable mineral or commodity that would explain why people dug the shit out of this hole in the ground. If this warning stands, walk no further. If this warning stands, our ritual failed. If this warning stands, the sea thing gate remains sealed. I mean, alright, what's on the backside? Nothing, I guess. The sea thing gate remains sealed? Oh, well, you know, better resume the game and then put this back so that I can go open the sea thing gate and unseal that shit. Oh, what are you? You are what appears to be a map of the area. Okay, just like a general look-see. If we walk and always take left turns, we're gonna be fine. This place is well lit. Who, by the way, did the candle thing? Who put these here? I mean, it's really lovely of you, and I appreciate the effort you've gone to really spruce up the place. It's got a real romantic feel. I mean, if you're going to propose to me, I wouldn't have expected a subterranean murder cave to be the place where that happened, but it's not what I expected, but it's not unwelcome because, you know, I do love you and I do want to spend the rest of my life with you. And also, hey, top-notch effort for the surprise proposal. I mean, I definitely wasn't expecting this one. You're getting some proposal points here. Gonna be a great story to tell the grandkids. Yep, Pop. Oh, I remember the day he proposed to me. Yeah, it was down to the murder mine, it was. You should have seen it. It was so beautiful. He took me down to the site of all those horrible atrocities, lit 1,000 candles, and said, Muriel, this is where I want to be for the rest of my life, and you're the person I want to spend with it. Will you join me in unholy matrimony as we go forth to murder? And I said, of course I will. Of course I will. So we are here now, okay? I mean, I already knew I was there, thanks, but I'm guessing whatever the ritual occurred is going to be done in that direction, in the middle of that giant C-shaped dividend, but I'm going to go literally everywhere else before I go there. We're looking for, like, clues and stuff. You know, Paul Prospero, psychic detective, world's greatest. Something, anything. What's going on down here? Another signpost up ahead. Well, if only this were there's actually another signpost right here, too. So we went around in a circle and came back to where we were, pretty much. Which, okay. Soon, a signpost up ahead. This is the twilight. Is there not supposed to be a way to go around here? I can hang a right up here, right? What's anything down this cubby? Pickaxe, maybe that was missing. The one that was foretold in my earlier vision. Oh, okay. Wait. Did I just... Hold on a second. Something seems funky with the geometry here, because if I go over and around over this way, go straight on through till morning. What the shit? How did I come back to here? I'm this way. I'm here. If I go straight down this tunnel, and never turn, I should come to a place where I can go to the right, right? I should be coming this way. I should go this way. And then Yeah, so the geometry of this place is doing a thing. It's... Okay. Wait, no, what? Something is very much not right here. Let's go this way. That's not even... I'm very confused. Am I in the Tolgi Wood? Is that what's going on here? It's a good thing they put the maps in, because I've wandered into the Cave of Madness. Suddenly I'm here. Yeah, okay. Well, I see why the textures are all very samey now, because this is the hallways of lunacy and hallways of madness. I've gone into the crystal caverns of the... What the shit was that? The crystal caverns of the hoary beyond. Oh, there's a person. Hello, are you friendly? You don't seem very friendly, and also... Ah! What are we supposed to do here? Did I die? What the shit was that? If this warning stands, walk no further. Our ritual failed. If this warning stands, the sea thing gate remains sealed. Huh. Alright, well, there's got to be a clue or something, so I think we should go back. Let's go all the way back up this tunnel. That zombie scared the holy living shit out of me, by the way, because rather than just attack me in regular zombie style, it actually... Why did it disappear and then teleport? Since when do zombies do that? That's new. There's also definitely a puzzle going on there of some variety. It's just one I'm not smart enough to figure out. I want to go see if we go back upstairs and do our proper inspecting and whatnot. If maybe there's a clue we can find that will help us figure out the puzzle of the sea gate monster. Okay, so we came down this tunnel. We did not go down here. There should be a pickaxe somewhere in this giant darkened hole. Because when we touched the portal to the abyss and it opened onto nothing but black, it showed us an area very much like this one. Also, it seems like we're maybe going in like an infinity circuit here, where everywhere we go, when we come out, we're in the same place we were. We got a Buckaroo Banzai situation here. Remember, no matter where we go, there we are. Did we just get Buckaroo Banzai'd? I think we got Buckaroo Banzai'd? I mean, this goes nowhere. This is a dead end. And this would then be the way that we came in? Very much no, actually. What the hell is all this? This doesn't really seem safe. And yet, we can walk through it with no real problem. Sure, boiling waters of a hot spring? It's all fine for Paul Prospero. He doesn't care. Horrible abominations and sea thing gates and mysteries from beyond the nether. Boiling water that's up and wrapped around our deliciously delicate genitals. It's all the same to Paul Prospero. All in a day's work of good old-fashioned psychic detective. I'm assuming that Paul was horribly, horribly burned and scarred by that, by the way. It's just he's too stupid to realize the ramifications of his actions. Be like, I didn't think boiling water could hurt me. Just waded through it. I mean, it's like fine, right?
I could feel two kinds of darkness here in Red Creek Valley. The first you walked into, and with any luck, walked out of.
And the second?
The other darkness was deeper, stickier, unknowable. And it wanted me to leave.
So the second darkness was basically just good old-fashioned hot tar, like the kind you would smear on an asphalt roof. Is that what you're saying, Paul Prospero? Also, how come you didn't have this little audio clue when we walked in? Where the hell are we? Well, we found our way out of the mine. Somehow. But we found our way out of the mine, but we didn't accomplish shit. Can we go back in this way? Yes. What the hell was that noise? There was the noise of like you discovered a clue. And we are at the base of the dam now? Alright. Freaky. If we go over that way, I think there is a lift that will shortcut us back up to the top of the house, but I really want to go down and figure out what the hell is going on here in the mystery of the missing mine. I really want to find the pickaxe, man. You said there was a pickaxe game, and then you showed me an image of what was most definitely a place that did not include a pickaxe. Got to admit, I'm a little salty. What? Now I'm seeing shit. My mind's playing tricks on me, man. I'm seeing faces on the rock. When I looked at this right here, just casually for the split second, what I saw was an image of two guys leaning over to play cards next to a campfire. Look at it. Tell me that's not two dudes playing poker around a campfire. There's two guys playing cards right there. So apparently this is supposed to be another way in the mine. If you didn't go the way we went and came the other way, like you went to the town first instead of coming over to the mystery mansion and making Robert Stack weep into his gin, you're supposed to actually enter the mine coming in this way, I guess. Which is why we got the narrative beat. We got the narrative beat on the way out that we were supposed to get on the way in. In, out, up, down, left, right. It's all the same to Paul Prospero. Ain't nothing but a good day's detecting. Why would you voluntarily wade into this water, though? It looks extraordinarily hazardous. Like, if you saw that, that's not a thing that your brain would say, oh, that's probably safe to walk into. What harm could befall me? I'm sure it's fine. So this goes nowhere, right? Nope. Where's my damn pickaxe? I want my pickaxe. Where is it? I mean, the image we saw in that portal to the Nether Realm was very clearly like in this hallway. It seems like it should be maybe in one of these side tunnels, but isn't. Let's go look at it again. We're missing something. There has to be something here that gives us a clue to the way the magic mystery tunnel works so that we can figure it out. We seem to be progressing, or at least making progress, right up to the point where the zombie chomped us. Okay, so this goes down to the zombie. Right, don't want to go that way then. This goes back towards the room where we found our dead mother. Or Ethan's dead mother. Somebody's dead mother. A lady in a Where's Waldo shirt. Alternatively, we may have found Mrs. Waldo. Man, that guy's going to be heartbroken when he finds out his wife is dead. Maybe that's why Waldo is hiding. I never considered that. Maybe that's why we always have to look for Waldo. Maybe that's why he's decided to secret himself away from the rest of the public. Because he's heartbroken and his wife is dead and he just can't bear to face the world anymore, so he hides away from it. That's probably what it is. The music is slightly different. We could get on this train, but what are we supposed to do once we're on it? There's a rock in the way. So we can turn it on. Amazing that it still works, by the way. We go backwards, we're going to hit the end of the track. Very clearly. Definitely at the end of the track, alright? And if we go forwards, can we bash our way through this rock? I'm going to guess probably not, right? Oh, never mind. We totally can. Wow, that's an extraordinarily large amount of debris for what would have been a boulder that should have been pretty solid. And probably should have, if anything, well, I mean, if anything, it probably should have broken our little train car. But if it did move as a result of the impact, it really should have probably just skidded out of the road, right? You know, if we take this train down the tunnel, though, we'll be able to see where the pickaxe is, I bet. Is there any way we can turn this bad boy around? If we go down this way, this thing turns around. Yeah, so they built us a nice little loop here. Okay, this thing has headlights. So what we'll do is take this down the old tunnel. And now we can find the pickaxe. Aha! We didn't get an inspect prompt because we didn't have the right missing piece of the puzzle. Got it. Okay, let's jump off of this bad boy. Let's go inspect the thing. It has to be in the light for me to inspect it? Well, that's not an obnoxious game mechanic to have found it, but then be not allowed to inspect it because our light isn't shining on it anymore. Or the inspect thing has just gone away entirely. I mean, do I need to inspect this? I should be able to do something to you. No. Okay, so there's the missing pickaxe. It went into this, which leads down this tunnel. There's like a cord or a cable or something. We don't have an inventory. We found a lantern earlier, but apparently we can't do anything with the lantern? Little confused here. That's part of the fun, though. Part of the mystery of... I hope we didn't, like, miss a narrative beat or something off that as a result. Wait, what if we back up? Can we, if we back up so that the light is down here, can we see down this little side tunnel? Will this illuminate it in a useful fashion? Aha! We did miss something. You gotta be in, like, precisely the right spot to make things work. I want to inspect it, though. Yep, it's a pickaxe, sure enough. Alright, well, let's take it. Now what? I guess... Oh, maybe we can use the pickaxe to kill the zombie. Pickaxe seems like the kind of thing that would kill a zombie. Right in the old dome piece there. You can get him through the eye socket. It'd make a great visual for like a Zack Snyder film. We drive this all the way to the end. Are there any more inspectables along the way? Really doesn't seem like it. I'm just kind of having fun driving the train now. I'm not just kind of fucking around. Well, we've reached the end of the track. We ain't never coming back. This is the way that takes us through the pit of boiling water, so let's not go there. Let's back this bad boy up. I guess it's down to Zombie Town, but honestly, I think we may have to go figure out the mysteries of Zombie Town next episode, and you can get another surprisingly girlish shriek from Perfidious Pete when he's unimaginably startled. That wasn't this one. There was light in the one that went down to Zombie Town. But now we've got a pickaxe. Like, maybe we'll be able to defend ourselves from the zombie hordes. Where was that side path, though? There it is. There we go. You're good. Let's just go ahead and shut you off. We want to conserve fuel. Ecologically minded Paul Prospero. He's, doesn't want to... He's all about the environment. So this goes down to Zombie Town. This goes down to Zombie Town. And that's what we'll do next episode. We'll go all the way down to Zombie Town. And maybe we'll have Polly... What's her name? Sarah Polly? Sarah Polly's boyfriend get run over by an ambulance in one of the greatest moments ever caught on film. If you haven't seen Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, let me tell you, he sort of... His first hit was really kind of his best one. I mean, he really hit a home run on the first one, and people have been lobbing meatballs down the plate to him ever since. He just can't seem to get can't really get a piece of one good. I mean, he got a pretty good piece of Watchmen, I'll give him credit for that, but the rest of his work, questionable. And I'm never forgiving him for Sucker Punch. Anyway, I digress. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see us go full Zack Snyder and get all the way down to the Zombie Town, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of Ethan Carter every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.